In this video, we see takeouts as the GTR goes for a spin, and look at this, more crashes. They're absolutely everywhere. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Beat the Meta, where I'm in the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 car. This car is a efficient Gran Turismo car, but it's also been made in real life, which is kind of cool, to be honest with you, as we set off in this race here at Suzuka. Now, if you do enjoy this video, do give it a like, subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content here on the channel. We do everything on here that you can think of for now, and if I don't, let me know, and I'll have a look into it. Right, straight into the race then. We go to the TV camera here because I just thought it looked amazing, to be honest with you. The sweeping line of GT3 cars going through the Suzuka S's. It just looks absolutely glorious. And there's not normally any overtaking opportunities here. Usually there's crashes, but not in this race. I'm giving you some absolute viewership pleasure. Let's go back into the car then as we go through the last part here. We're going through here. We're just getting a whole chunk of oversteer. And that is the theme in this car. Oversteer. It loves a bit of power oversteer, does this car. I'm assuming it's the short wheelbase, not too sure, as we continue on through here and we catch back up to the pack very quickly indeed. If you're new to Beat the Meta, here's what we have to do. We're in a non-meta car right now, so obviously there are some stronger cars, the meta being the strongest car as we go into here then. And there's a few here this week, so we can't exactly pick one, but this car is not up there, okay? It really isn't up there. As we've got a yellow flag up ahead, our goal here is to beat the meta. So we're going to try and beat all the strong cars in the Volkswagen Beetle. And we've got to have at least one A+ driver in the lobby, and we can do as many races as we want. And we always do the first race and last the first challenge, and that's what you're watching right now, because is this car any good? We have to find out. Now, I don't always win in Beat the Meta. I've had quite a few seconds. I've had some lower positions as well as we leave that corner. Some Beat the Metas I don't even show you. I didn't even show you last week's. I did 10 races. I didn't show you. As we see here, we're getting close to those Nissan GTRs. They are very strong cars here. As we head towards 130R, then we chuck it in here. Oh, they're off there. We're looking to get the place then from Bumper Cam Bob, then hard on the brakes, into the brakes as well. Bumper Cam Bob's just released the brakes a little bit into the side of the Ukrainian of Spark there as we continue on. Oh, hello, what's happening up here? We've got two more people off then. Shocked off there, and Jedi Reflex is off. Maybe not too much of a Jedi Reflex if you're off the circuit then as we continue on through, hopefully here. But we can't see what's up there. We're going to go side by side into turn one. Let's jump to them then here as we go into turn one. They managed to get it stopped, but oh, they have to brake hard there to avoid understeering off as we continue on through here. And Shock into the side. Oh, and spins them round there. Absolutely spins them round. We'll have to have a look at that in a bit more detail. We go back to the race, and the Spaniards just push the Ukrainian off. The Ukrainian's not having a good day at all as they've gone off the circuit. And the Spanish drivers all over the place here. We're going absolutely everywhere. So normally that one is chaos. This time lap 2 is chaos. The Shock says it's down the inside there. That's not a corner you want to send it, but they do give me room on exit, to be fair there. They do give me a bit of room as we continue on through then. What a mad lap 2 this has been so far. We do get through at Tidgney 1. Let's advance to lap number 3 then, where the positions haven't changed much here, but up ahead, what's happened here? We've got a Porsche in the barrier and a Nissan GTR. Oh, I got one. Where did they come from? Another Nissan GTR. You see my face there. I'm absolutely shocked there as we go into the hairpin, and the Spanish driver's just gone into the back of the French driver there. Oh, contact between the two. We go past the French driver around the outside. We go past the Spanish driver as well. We gain more positions. What a mad race this is. Absolutely mental, this race then. So we advance over on in at lap number 3. The Spanish driver looking to go past it around the outside. Sending it is really hard to do here. I outbrake myself a little bit. They outbrake themselves even more, trying to outbrake me, but it doesn't work out there as we continue on then to lap number 4, where we catch up to this Peugeot RCZ. You know how much I love this Peugeot RCZ as we go into the 130R then, behind the Norwegian driver up ahead as we go hard on the brakes. And we're going to have a bit of a fight here with Mags for that P6 position. Of course it is Steve's cursed position as we continue on out here. Oh, hello, maybe not then. You get a huge lump of oversteer, and again, that's what this car suffers with. So halfway into the final lap then, just doing the crossover on the figure 8 here at Suzuka as we head towards the hairpin then. Where is Magsy going to go then? Hard on the brakes, goes defensive then, looking for a bit of a cutback here in this Volkswagen Beetle. Can we get it done? Oh, just a bit more oversteer. We don't want that. We do not want that oversteer as we continue on out of here then. And here we go then. And some of you may be confused because we have done some live stream of Beat the Metas as well during the World Series races that we did. We did a return stream, of course, and some of those races are on there as we go into the second part of Spoon. Then can we get past the RCZ? This is a race you haven't seen, and all the races in this video you haven't seen. And do I beat it is the question. Remember, I have Sundays off. Do I beat it? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, I do know. You don't know. Anyway, we're going to go side by side here with the RCZ heading towards 130 yards. Side by side here doesn't always work. So back candidates, but they go defensive. They actually nail that defense beautifully. It's a perfect defense there by the Norwegian driver as we go into the braking zone. Then Maxi just absolutely nailed that. Really well played. As we continue on out here, then I'm trying to get the run on the RCZ towards the line. Then they go for that inside line. We're looking down the middle, but we're not going to get it here, are we? We are going to finish in that P7 position, but thumbs up there from me. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant racing there, Maxi. Really well played. Beautiful defense into 130R. Shout out for that one, honestly. I always shout out good driving, and that is some good driving, that is for sure. Let's have a look at some bloopers for race 1, because we can do bloopers now. Sorted the storage issue. As we go through here, then, this is what happened in the first spin that we saw. Just pushed the Porsche off slightly there with a bit of understeer in that Nissan GT-R. Effectively, the traction control was stopping you getting a bit of power and spinning the wheels to turn that a little bit better there. So traction control actually was a bit of an issue there for you. We're on Son of God now. This is Jedi Reflex then going into the chicane, then sends it down the inside. Did he get it stopped? Oh, arguably not the greatest. Shock really pushes them off there. Shock, I mean, you damaged your own race there, Shock, to be honest with you. So a bit confused by that one. Let's go on board Shock then. Now, we did see a part of this in that first race then as we go through the right-hander. And all we're going to see here is Shock just absolutely go for the spin there. I don't think that was needed, to be honest with you. I can see why Jedi Reflex went for the move. It was just misjudged slightly, but you were still on the circuit, so a bit of an overreaction here. So 3 wide into turn 1 does not work. So the Spaniard was always going to go off in this scenario. There was no word for that. That was one where you do have to back out of that one, but you chose not to then. Now this is where we saw Spark go off. Spark's right behind then the Ukrainian driver as we go into the left and the right. They've still got dirt on their tyres, this GTR. We're about to see a whole load of O's here. They're trying to catch it there. And Spark has just gone. I would recommend waiting after that one. It is a tad bit your fault then. So we go on board the Portuguese driver. We've got the French driver up ahead who was in the wars in this race, that is for sure. So going through the right-hander then. Oh, slight tap on the French driver. So that's why the Portuguese driver was into the barrier. And what happened to the Italian? Because this GTR came out of absolutely nowhere. Oh, they're on the slippy stuff at Tidgney too. And they go for a bit of a spin then. So that makes sense why they were off there. But they're on the complete other side of the circuit, which is why I didn't see them straight away as they come back on with that 1.5 second penalty. Right, we did set a time then and jumped into race number 2, a 2:06.09, then started in P5, so a real big jump up the grid straight away. I did change the natural frequency on the suspension at this point as we continue on. As I said earlier on, if you do like this video, do give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with every single piece of content on the channel as we continue on through here. Somebody going off at turn 1 and we gain a place then. So we've got a chance of victory here then already in race 2, which is kind of nice to be honest. I love these kind of things. And you know I like Suzuka, to be honest. It's one of the cars. Oh, hello. I don't know what happened to the Porsche then. It's these two fighting each other again. We're going to get the inside of the Porsche then. And this is one track that is in the car profile. So obviously, when we do car profiles with cars, obviously this video involves the Volkswagen Beetle, which means the car profile is up next for the Volkswagen Beetle as we go up here then. So we will be seeing Suzuka again with this car to see where it actually fits on the leaderboard of performance. Is it a strong car? Is it a weak car? We will find out. We have seen some surprises in the car profiles, and the Germans just pushes the Spanish driver off there in the Porsche. Not very nice. Similar to the incident in the first race, to be honest with you, with the German drivers. They're struggling with understeer there, but very much needed to leave a bit of space here. Goes defensive, comes back there for 130R, which is to be expected. I would not go for the move down the inside there at 130R because I would just crash into the German driver then as we go hard on the brakes and slowing the car down. Now, this car does struggle on the brakes a little bit, I've got to be honest. It really does. But in some places it's fine. So I'm not sure whether that's because I'm using +5 for those interested. +5 brake balance. Maybe that's just causing a bit of issue. Not too sure. 2:02.3 there in terms of fastest laps then. They go defensive, heading towards turn number 1. A back to take the racing line. You're allowed to do that, of course. as we go into turn 1. Oh, hello. There was a bit of a gap there. I was nearly going for it, but not quite. There's still a gap there, but they closed it up nicely then as we continue on. As a bit of oversteer there by the Germans. They are struggling with that rear end grip at the moment as we go into the S's again then and continue on through here then. Heading up towards the hairpin lap number 4 then. Hard on the brakes. They were really slow there on the brakes. Really slow speed as we continue on through here. We're right behind the German now. How fast is this Volkswagen Beetle? That is the question then as we head towards Spoon. Where can we go? Where are they going to go? That is the question as we continue on through here. Looks like they're going defensive. They just cut it off, so I'm going to take the racing line then. Let's jump to that outside view then as we go into Spoon. Side-by-side action. Beautiful bit of racing there. They managed to give me some space there as well. I appreciate that, Rafa, a lot then as we go through here. Then Rafa's just going a bit deep on exit. Suffering with that understeer again as we continue on. And traction control is causing that issue for you, Rafa. It is helping you on exits, of course, but it is causing you issues as well as we go towards Rafa then, who gets a massive bump draft there. I'm stuck in the middle of the road there trying to avoid that. Oh, contact between the BMW and the GTR then. BMW is going to head off the circuit then as we head towards Casio Triangle as we slow it down. Oh, another tap. Oh, nearly into me there. And get a 1.5 second penalty to boot there with the barrier hit though. Continue to the final lap then, where we are going to finish in P2. In the end, it got very close there, didn't it, into the Casio Triangle. But P2 so far in the Beetle, it's looking promising. It really is looking promising. Now, I did a few races now on the live stream, of course. So you can go to the live stream to check those out if you want to, including their very hilarious pit entry there. But race number 6 then, we're starting pole. So I was set in for the evening to try and get this done Saturday evening. Can I do this? That is the question. So we are starting in pole. We've got every opportunity here as we head towards turn number 1 then, slowing the car down nicely. Now, for those that were in the stream, I started using Shelty's setup here and it did work. It's about 3 or 4 attempts quicker than the default setup. So that is why I did improve my time a little bit there. It can get 159s, this car. It can do it just, but it can get into the 59s. It's still around a second off the fastest cars with their setups that they've got. I really dislike the setups, if I'm brutally honest with you. I really wish they would change it and make it so it is just the bop, because I feel setups just make some of the meta cars even more powerful, to be honest with you. Although it did help the Beetle here because it did settle the rear end down a little bit. So, you know, it has helped here, but I'd rather it wasn't on personally. But it is what it is. That's just my opinion. As we go into Tidgney 2 then, we have kept a reasonable gap here then. Let's have a look behind us then at that Porsche 911 as we head towards the hairpin. Are they going to send it? It's a bit far away to send it, but they are going to get very close indeed. They do go deep, but we're just far enough ahead of them there as we leave that corner, and we're just going to look forward now and go for it as we head towards the final lap then. And look at our lap times on the right hand side. We have had some consistent laps, some fast laps. This has been a really good race in my opinion here as we head towards the line then. A nice easy race, a nice win here in the Volkswagen Beetle, and that does mean we have done beat the meta in the Beetle. There's A+ drivers there, you can see that as well. So that is a nice clean race there. A good fun little car. It does suffer with that short wheelbase, I think. It really does suffer a little bit, but hey, we'll see how much it suffers in those car profiles. So what beat the metas have we done? Well, you can check them out in the description, but here are the cars that we've got first places for. There, they are your top 10 then. So we've done quite a lot now at this moment in time. We are going to start in the Group 4s as well. For those that weren't in the live stream, we are going to start doing the Group 4s alongside the Group 3s where we have the time to do it, of course. So that is your top 10 currently. We're going to jump to the next 10 cars then, where we've got first in all of these as well. So the Ford Mustang, Hyundai Genesis, because I've been watching the advert, Jaguar F-Type. I know the Genesis has been asked for. We're going to have a look at the votes in a second. That is the number in the brackets, how many votes that car had at the time, or maybe has been voted for since as well. Maybe if it hasn't had a car profile, those votes continue to come in. So we can see there the Volkswagen Beetle right at the bottom because it's V essentially. 37 votes it had. So at the moment, the Ford GT race car is up there in terms of votes. So we may look at that again. That's the highest of second place if you went back and looked at that, beat the meta. I did try that again actually at St. Croix or Croissant or St. Croix or whatever you want to call it. I did try again. I'd say I did 10, 11, maybe even 12 races there in that car. But yeah, the race wasn't going very well, to be honest with you. It wouldn't make a good video, so I didn't make it. The Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 car, that's got a lot of votes. That's had a lot more votes since. Okay, I've got a week of comments to catch up on in terms of votes. So that vote's probably gone higher. It could even be matching that Ford GT race car now. And these are the cars at the bottom of the votes then. And some of these will have had a few extra votes, including the old Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 car, the 2013 car right there for you. But that is Beat the Meta in a nutshell. So we've still got a few cars to go, of course. Group 4 to start as well. The car profile for this Volkswagen Beetle is going to happen on the Friday, so do keep an eye out for that. We'll see where it fits in all of that. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that as well. You saw the graphic there for you. That is going to be it for this video, though, folks. If you did enjoy it, as I say, there's more content there for you to watch, including another Beat the Meta if you want to see the last one that we did, or an alternative video if you want to check that out as well. Big thank you for watching as always, folks, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.